have such sights to show you. Oh, no tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
Hello and welcome, boys and ghouls, as I said in the chat, to Tuesday Night Terrorvision. I am your host, Pete Daddy Dollar, the father of currency, joined by the one, the only, gasp, it's J-Man.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, brother, good. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Welcome. We are on episode number 84.
Jeez.
Of the show here. I know 84 episodes already in the books. Yeah, let's say what's up to the chat. We got Dave C, Rookie Critic.
Haven't seen this.
Oh, Rook, this is a good one.
Yeah.
What up, horror wrestling fan? That's I believe CB was the name for. What up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. And for those of you out there who don't know, if you're new here, welcome. First of all, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Do it. Member streams are back on Thursdays now, gang. We're gonna try to do between 1 and 2 p.m. For about an hour. We'll be joined by members of the Monday night show that is No Mo here on the channel. Our cavalcade of characters last week, monoTony joined me, and we got a lot coming up there. But before we get to all that, folks, I am a professional wrestler, and if there's one thing I like doing, it's clipping up shit. So I've been tomorrow is officially would be a year to the day. The date, the 28th of January 2025 is when I worked my first match back. So I was like, I've been there a full year now. So I threw something together in honor of that. So here's some of the greatest hits from the last year before we get into the review. Enjoy. And I'll get copyright claim for this, but I don't care.
But now, since he stepped the fuck off.
Here's what they think about you.
Pete Daddy Dollar sucks.
Here's what they think about you.
This guy's a
Pete isn't worth a in the ring anymore.
I thought this piece of hired years ago.
Here's what they think about you.
This guy's an idiot.
I want my money back.
Yeah, that was that's basically that's some of my
Awesome.
greatest hits from the last year, man. And I am blessed to be back in the ring and have a home at Super Shogun Wrestling, which link in the description. Check out all the past episodes there, going back years. Great company run by my boy Jared and Ben. Ben is the one who trained me, and he was trained by Lance fucking Storm from Canada.
Yes.
Yeah, Lance Storm, man. But yeah, so check us out over there at Super Shogun. If you're local, if you're in Michigan, you know, we got guys coming in from all over the place, all over the Midwest, coming in to wrestle here. It's a fantastic promotion. Our ring is set up 365 days a year. Never gets torn down, except when we decide to do some upgrades. So check us out. But now, folks, it's time for the main event. I went on about wrestling long enough. You can if you want to be a channel member, you can jump in on that. I'll talk more wrestling over there, and I do some wrestling videos too. I got a couple out now. Go check those out. But you're here for 976 Evils, so let's roll the title card. Infinitale Productions. This one, and let me do this properly here. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be a professional here. Let's see. I do this. Put us over here like this, and then see, I have the little graphics and things, so I can do that. Bam! There we go. 976 Evil, 1988 release. This was directed by Robert Englund, and I have to say the one thing that saddened me was we didn't get a Robert Englund cameo, which I was kind of hoping for.
I thought he could have been Mark Dark. I mean, they got Robert Picardo, whose voice was great, but it would have been better if it was Robert Englund being the voice of the at the end or whatever, right? Like,
oh my god, it would have made so much sense. It would have been so dope if he was Mark Dark. But yeah, I love the aesthetic of this movie, the way it was shot. I absolutely love it, and it is that late 80s that we're transitioning out of the 80s. The mid to early 80s have a certain aesthetic to the horror films. You know what I'm talking about? Just the cinematography style, the way they filter the lenses. It was way different than it was at the end of the decade. And I know I've said this ad nauseum, and it's from watching the Halloween films so many times and so many John Carpenter movies. Dean Cundey is far and away my favorite cinematographer. I'm not a expert in the topic of cinematography at all. All I do is just go by the way things are framed and shot. By far, like, John Carpenter is probably one of my favorite fucking filmmakers.
Yeah,
who am I kidding? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many I like, but like Carpenter's work. But I really like the aesthetic of this, because this is, Friday the 13th in that, time frame when that franchise was kind of dying out. And this is one of those, it's a supernatural horror. It's not a slasher. It's not your typical, it's a supernatural horror, kind of along the lines of like what almost like Witchboard.
Yeah, Witchboard.
In those, that realm. So I like this movie. I enjoyed it. I had fun watching it. The acting is as I expected. It's better. I will say this, having seen the second one, this is a way more competent film than the second one. The sequel, like, it was probably one of those, they shouldn't have made it, but
yeah, we
talked about that. That's Jim Wynorski directed that, which it's not a bad movie. I will say that. Here it is right here.
It's a cool poster. That's for sure.
I would love to like get one of these, a 24 by 36 of the and I'm not like a huge like fan of the franchise, the two movies or whatever, if you call that a franchise, but I enjoy the movies, and I just, like you said, that poster is so fucking cool. That is very cool.
I wonder if that's even like obtainable. Like,
you probably have to print one yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like 2740 or 2741 are the official theatrical release posters, and I usually stick to the what is that red thing? It's a telephone. Oh. Dave, stop it. You know what it is. And then I love the rotary, but they don't actually in the movie. They do have dial tone. I don't know if you remember this. You have to pay. There was an extra charge for dial tone, which they never removed. Even now, like, if you have a phone, you're paying for dial tone, even though it should be pretty standard by now. But there was a charge Was the guy?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yep.
was the guy in this the guy who played evil in Fright Night 2?
Yep, he is. Yeah,
on
he's on
Fright
our
Night?
thumbnail. He
That's
plays
yeah,
Hoax. That's Hoax in
Hoax.
this movie. He's
Yeah.
our main, kind of our main secondary main character. Spike is I would say Spike is the main character in this. He's our
I guess so. It's yeah, they're both yeah. He is in Fright Night or whatever, and
Yep.
he's
Yeah.
And after all of this, hey Joe, after all of this, that actor started to do other kinds of films, which we cannot name on here. And not only did he do other kinds of films, he did other kinds of films with the same team that he's on. So you're just like, oh,
wait, the dude that played Hoax.
I think so.
You know what? That's not a surprise to me. And
No.
you know, and I'll do the Seinfeld. Not that there's anything wrong with that,
Right.
but it doesn't surprise me. This him being interested in women in this is as believable as Marcy Darcy in Fright Night being a sex symbol.
Yes.
I mean, that was the one thing about Fright Night. I love that movie. That is
me
a
too.
fucking awesome movie. But her as like the girl, like the vampire, this centuries old vampire is lusting after. I'm like, really?
Yeah, no.
Like, really?
No.
Like, this is it? Like, this is the crown jewel, Marcy Darcy? Like,
Yeah, she actually looks very scary and ugly with the full teeth and everything, like in that movie.
yep.
Yeah, Fright Night's awesome.
Mm.
Sorry, I asked. So I can't confirm that, but I remember at the time or later on, my buddy and I were like, yeah, whatever happened to that guy? You know, he's kind of, and then it's like, and then my buddy was like, yeah, he's been in a lot of, other kinds of movies. It's like, oh, okay. But I think he's fantastic here. This movie lives and dies by this character because in the beginning, he's a total dweeb. And I love the fact that he's a dweeb. But even when he's trying to somewhat be normal, you feel bad. You automatically feel bad for him. But then after a while, you're kind of like, well, he is pretty weird. And then he just goes full crazy. And then it's just like, then you're like, well, he's this demon. But then when he's a demon, it's awesome. Because like all his dialogue, it's like, if you value your life, I suggest you leave me alone. And you're like, oh shit. That was awesome.
Yeah, I just love how he talks shit to his mom.
I love his mom.
His mom is funny because she's this like devout like Christian and she's such a bitch. And she's wearing that bright red lipstick with the big bouffant type hair.
Yeah, I love it. You know what this is? You know what this is, boy? What this paper is in this my head, boy? It's like, this is the phone bill. And it's like, and you've been calling those dirty, shut your mouth, dirty sex numbers. It's like, she's so weird. I don't know what the script said for this character, but this woman is irreplaceable. She is absolutely hilarious. Every line of dialogue is super funny. And it's like, I know that he put you up to this. He put you up to this, boy. And it's like, come down here, boy. What do you think you're doing? It's like she's so like, obviously Robert Englund. I think Vampire Girl looked like Vampire. Fright Night. The girl looked like the vampires. Oh yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
She had a very classical appearance or whatever. She wasn't nearly as butch as she was in the Married with Children show, especially after when Jefferson came in. She started to really. I don't really like her that actually, but I thought Marcy was annoying as piss and not in a fun way. Yeah,
Amanda Burse. Yeah. No, the character was annoying as shit, you know, and I know that was the way she was meant to be played.
Right.
But the actress, it didn't help that she played the role perfectly.
That's true.
Let's just say that. I love Spike's hairdo in this. It's so
love it.
It's so weird. It's like my hair's not long enough to be a real ponytail.
Right.
And this is coming from a bald guy. But yeah, it's funny. It's like that. It's not there yet. It's like when the beard is like mine is right now, it's like in that in-between phase of like
Right. It's not full, but
yeah, it's just kind of because like I shaved it down, and that's like Spike's hair is like it's not quite the ponytail. It's like almost there, but it's not long enough.
yeah, I had his hair for a while. So there might be pictures floating around, and I had like the fake ponytail. Like you don't want to go too much because then it feels like it's just too long, but just enough so that it's kind of there. You're just like, okay, I don't get it. Like, but yeah, I love the hair, like the look of everything. I love this this reporter guy who's like a cop or whatever. Like this guy comes in and he's cool. Every character is unique and fun, and then you've got that principal who comes in at the last act out of nowhere.
That's I was like, so this is a typical like cheap horror movie trope. Is a main character enters in the third act of the movie with little to no build up. Like she was in one scene before the third act, maybe.
Right.
And then all of a sudden she's like an integral part to the entire movie.
Yeah, we have to help Hoax. Like, wait, who are you again?
Yeah, what? And I love that he's supposed to be in like high school and he's wearing like me and the wife are sitting there watching because I told you my wife watched this with me.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there watching it. And I'm like, I says to her, I'm like, is he wearing pajamas with little airplanes on him? She's like, yes, he is. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, his mom is completely ruined him or whatever. And the mom is, in a way, the mom is the real villain because he's so suppressed and like that he will turn to Satanism. Like he turns to Satanism after what, 1 or 2 successful calls. Like it seems fast, but he has nothing. Like if you think about the way this movie is structured, that guy's never succeeded in anything, in any facet of anything in his life. So the fact that this phone number gave him one successful thing, gave him a little bit of confidence or whatever, that was enough to sway him because he is so confined by his mom. And then also he sees Spike that, Spike can do what he wants. He's always got, babes around him or whatever. He's got his cool motorcycle and he's got his jacket and he smokes and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, I want to be that, and I mean, this is the quickest way to get there is to, call this number or whatever. It's kind of neat. I like, it's simple. I like that they didn't like, this isn't like this movie's not going to change your life. It's just like Robert Englund's like, this is my first movie I'm making. Simple concept, an evil phone number. It tells you to do stuff, and then you do it. And it's like Needful. Did you ever see Needful Things? Or I don't know if you read the book. It's Stephen King.
I saw, was it a movie or a mini series?
Yeah, there was something with Ed Harris and Max von Sydow.
I saw it a long time ago. I think it was a movie.
Yeah, it's a similar concept. Like not in it's the sense that you go to a shop and they find whatever your heart's desire. So you're like, as a kid, I always wanted this certain G.I. Joe figure, which was impossible to get. And now it's like $5,000 on eBay and I can't get it or something. And then you go there and you see the Joe and you're like, oh my God. And then it's like, how much do you want for it? And he's like, well, I'll give it to you for free if you play a little prank on someone. He's like, there's the woman across the street. She always hangs her laundry up. Go and throw mud on her laundry or something. And he's like, okay, no harm done. He throws the mud and then he gets the Joe. But then because he threw the mud, she's been in this feud with this person. And that was the last straw. And then it turns to violence. Right. So it's like you think you're just doing something harmless. Like even in this one, he goes, a real man's got the nerves to take what he deserves. Right.
Yep.
To go steal the biker gloves, the motorcycle gloves. And then it's like, but if you do that, it's just going to cause another, like it's got a cascading effect or whatever. Yeah. Needful Things was the movie. They may have made a show. I don't know if they may have made a show for some reason, but yeah, it's the movie with Ed Harris and Max von Sydow.
Because Max von Sydow is the guy from the shop.
He's the shop owner guy. Yeah. So it's like Mark Dark. Like, what is he? Is he a demon? Is he Satan? Is he an incarnate? Some kind of in between thing. But again, the phone number gives you advice, which sounds simple and easy in the beginning. Oh, go down here. It's like, go to this location and meet whatever. It was like, what does he say for the girl? It's like, your problem's not as bad as it seems. Take in a late night show and meet the girl of your dreams. Yeah. Right. Like, so it's like, then he's like, go to the movies and you meet the girl. But because of that though, he gets beat up.
Yep.
and then she rejects him, and that makes him angrier. So he calls again. So this manipulation. It starts right away. You got to, like, the first advice you get, you have to like not take it, right?
Yep. It sets a chain of events in motion.
Right.
Yeah. What up, Admiral Tiberius? Good to see you, my brother.
Hello.
Good to see you. Yeah, I'm at the part now. This is funny. The gang that Spike runs with, right? Now he's getting money. He stole money from his aunt, who has like the money from his parent. Was it his parents' like settlement or life insurance or something like that?
Yeah.
They can't get until he turns 18. And so I love this scene. He's in the bathroom and they're in there like shoving Hoax's head in the toilet, which is disgusting.
Yes.
But he just goes in and beats the shit out of all of them.
Yeah.
Like, and the one guy, the main guy who looks like freaking George Michael from Wham.
Yes.
Like, I was like,
Oh my God. Yeah.
is he gonna sing Last Christmas? Like,
Yeah, you're right.
I was like, he's beating up Wham? That's a hate crime. You can't do
come
that.
on. You can't.
It's a fucking hate crime. But no, he like beats the shit out of them all in the bathroom because he kind of like looks out for Hoax. He's like his cousin.
Right.
And then he still goes and hangs out with him later.
Right. To play poker or whatever.
To play poker.
Oh, you know what's so funny though? When he goes in the bathroom and that guy's like, motherfucker. It's like, and then he just gets punched immediately. Like he thought this was gonna be this big fight, and he just gets hit in one shot. That was the best.
Yep, just gets one-shotted. Just
He's
gets
like,
dropped.
oh, and then boom, he's dropped. Yeah, yeah, because clearly those guys suck. Yeah,
That's like the bad guys, like the big bad guy in like Batman, the big goon. Like he'll always like do something like the one guy with the twirling the fucking bow staff or the sword around, and then he just gets fucking lit up and he's done.
Yeah,
like that's it. Indiana Jones shoots the one guy, you know, with the sword.
Yes. Yeah. And then in Temple of Doom it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Although Temple of Doom is a prequel, so that's actually a very funny thing because he tried it and it didn't work, and then it works the second time in Raiders. Mm-hmm. So he actually learned. That's very clever. Like he had learned, don't lose your gun or make sure you have it before you try to, you know. Right now they're on the couch here, which I love that they're not couch. I don't know what it is. It's like a weird. It's like a chair. It's like a sun chair. Like I'm, where am I at? I'm at 27 minutes, and I kind of started while we were talking backstage, so I was a bit ahead.
The scene where so they have the tube. We haven't established.
Yes, the tube.
The mail message delivery system.
Yes,
there's a tube, like one of those suction tubes that runs between Spike's apartment. Like he has like a on top of the garage apartment. Or on top of another house type apartment, and Hoax, their house, him and his aunt's house is like right across. So he has a tube. They send messages back and forth. So Hoax watched Spike and what's her name, Susie, get it on, and Susie's got nice tits.
Yeah.
So he watched them like bang, and she leaves her panties in the room, and Hoax later absconds with those, and that's why she rejects him. I thought you were different.
Right. No, every guy wants the panties. So, you know, just to let you know.
I'm like, who does that? Like when she was leaving, I'm like, bitch, do you want me to do your laundry? Like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with these? I don't want them. Like,
it's like Chosen in Karate Kid 2. You keep for your correction. And he gives him.
It just reminds me of Road Trip where DJ Qualls gets that pair of that big black chickies, and Stifler's like, Jesus Christ, Kyle, did you skin a cheetah for those fucking things?
And then she puts on his boxer shorts or whatever it is, as her undies. But then later, I don't think she has those because they're longer than her dress, I think. But anyways.
I was gonna say, she had like kind of a shorter skirt on, so I'm like, there wasn't much nudity in this one.
That's it. That was the only part.
Yeah, just that. I was kind of surprised for
the one girl was dancing at the end, right? When they were playing poker and they were playing strip poker.
Yeah.
But we didn't see her nude, did we?
No.
So it was just the one shot. Well, You got the one.
She didn't even have any lines.
Yeah. That's a good guy from 960. He said, "Stop talking about where he's going to call me police."
God damn it, Tony.
What good guy? There's no.
Wait, hang on. He's just being Tony. This is what I gotta say to that.
What the fuck?
The only good clip from Weapons.
Yeah, that's there's a next poster behind him. I'm watching that movie like, oh, he's got a man. When I'm bored during a movie, I start looking at the background to see what I can find. Like, next poster. Oh, he's got that thing. Oh, he's got what's that figure on his desk? You know.
Dude, I was the other day. We were watching the newer Godzilla movies, and I was like, I wanted to do something. And I didn't want to be on my phone while we were watching the movies. So I have horror coloring books sent to me by a subscriber, Sean Estep, and they've got famous movie scenes. So we're watching the Godzilla movies, and I'm coloring a picture from Nightmare on Elm Street where was it Johnny Depp got sucked through the bed?
Yeah.
And I noticed as I'm coloring this picture, he has a Conan poster in the room. I could tell by the helmet. I was like, that's Conan.
Yeah, my favorite movie of all time, Conan. That's my favorite movie of all time. Yeah, I've seen it like 4 million times.
I think I told you my father-in-law has like every Conan comic like ever.
That's like, pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's got like boxes and he has a shitload of comics, but he has every Conan one. Like that is his absolute favorite. Yeah,
Conan's awesome. I've got a bunch of Savage Swords and all the collected editions of the Conans, but in terms of like single issues, it's tough. The current Conan comic is good. It was interesting. Which one? Oh, Weapons. Yeah,
he's trolling.
He's trolling.
It's Tony. Yeah. He's trolling.
It wasn't that interesting. I liked ripping apart the old woman. That was funny. I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be funny, but I thought it was hilarious. So that was the best part in that movie. And the kids are all running like Naruto. It's like,
yes. Also, fucking hoax in this. This dude's supposed to be a high schooler. Like his hair looks like mine if I was to grow it out right now. You know who?
Yeah,
he reminded me of the gay brother-in-law in Malibu Express.
Yeah,
with the Countess's niece with that hair, dude. The one that was a cross dresser.
Right. Oh, I haven't seen that in like 100 years. I gotta rewatch all those. Yeah, I won't remember the exact details.
I hooked you up with those, didn't I?
I had a bunch of them already, but you did give me a couple I needed. So
okay.
Now we collectively have them all, but we're missing one.
Yeah.
Which I cannot find.
What is it? Stacy? Is that what it was?
I think that's the one. Yep.
Yeah, it came out early. What up, Draven? Good to see you.
The problem is that it's named a generic name. So if I look that up in the library, in the online library, a ton of things come up which are probably not the movie that we're thinking they are. So anything like that where it's just a generic one, someone's name or something like that, it's very difficult to find those. This is a fun movie. It's awesome.
It is.
Well, Hoax's makeup and transformation are awesome. Like that slow, gradual becoming a demon or whatever.
Yeah.
And the way he just starts to like behave differently. So I think he's a pretty good actor because he's really nerdy and terrible and like super cringy in the beginning. And then it's like, oh, okay, Spike, why don't we kick these guys into tomorrow or whatever? And it's like, okay, Hoax. Yeah, sure. It's like, why don't we take that cross country trip? Couple of babes on the back of our, it's like, okay. But they are able to call back to that. Like when he's like, oh, come on, Hoax, come back. But like the mom was completely insane. So she was just waiting to be off. When I was watching this, this story's been done many times, so this isn't a copy, but I actually couldn't help but think of Joker and the similarities with the mom and it's the slow turn to the breaking point of, I know it's been done before and they mentioned King of Comedy as an example, which I don't think is exactly the same as Joker, and King of Comedy is like way better. I didn't think the Joker movie was that great. I thought it was okay, but like very kind of, you had the mom, you had the everyone laughed at him and kind of picked on him. He was nothing. And he didn't, it's almost like Hoax doesn't know that he's like a loser. Cause he's like talking like, he's like, hey, we're going to have some babes. I got my motorcycle. Like he doesn't know that his little scooter is not a Harley
Right.
or whatever, right? Like he's like, oh, I made it. I souped it up a bit so it sounds more like a Harley. It's like, it's not a Harley. Like, and he doesn't know that. It's different than someone who knows that they're a nerd. It's like, yeah, we're nerds. Nobody likes us. We're geeks, but we don't care. Right. Like the Big Bang people, like they all know that they're nerds, right? Except for Sheldon or whatever, but they know they're nerds, but he doesn't know. Right. Just like Arthur Fleck in the Joker movie didn't really know that, you're not funny and you're weird and, you're off the thing. So I thought that was neat, but I did like, so I'm at the scene where they're talking and having their pizza.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was a nice scene, and it's immediately cut by those guys coming in, and then he gets screwed by having the panties in his why would you take those? I guess
yeah. Why? What the fuck, dude? Like, seriously? And it's funny too, because when Spike goes over to his room and he calls him, he's like, "What did you think you were gonna find, Spike?"
Right. Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, because he finds the spider cage, which was funny because, okay, that scene was hilarious. Like when she's getting ready to sit down, I'm like, how long does it take her ass to sit down and fucking eat? Like,
what are you doing?
She does like 50 things before she sits down, and I know it's to build tension, but
of course,
the spider's leg poked out like 5 times. I'm like, we could have done that once and then done the reveal, and it would have been much better.
And you could tell in real life that she quickly did that scene and ran off the side of the camera because that was real. Mm-hmm. And when they flipped that open, she like super ran out of frame. I was like, oh, she was nervous. Well, listen, I'm not opening that up myself. I'm not particularly scared of insects or roaches. But I don't like dirty things around. So it's not that I don't want them on my face. Right. But I'm not scared in the sense of, like my wife calls me, there's a spider, right. Like, but I'll go and kill it. But that doesn't mean I want 10 spiders on my desk for a scene. So it's like,
I would have noped the fuck out of there so fast. It would have made the director's head spin. I hate spiders. Almost as much as I hate fucking snakes, man. I do. They're disgusting. Yeah, my dad used to have pet tarantulas.
Gosh.
I could never figure out for the life of me what you gain from having a tarantula as a pet. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But he was single at the time, it was before he met my mom. He had 2 tarantulas. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's not like a cat or a dog where you can play with them or pet them or something. I don't know. It just feels like it's like, but we see, so Hoax here sees a daddy long legs.
Yep.
And he's pretty relaxed by it. And he sees that she's completely terrified. And so that's going to play a factor, of course, in the next scene. So there's a little bit of like, they thought this through.
They foreshadowed nicely.
Yeah. Again, this is like just like cool movie. You watch it, you're like, wow, that was really cool. It's not better than Nightmare on Elm Street. It's not going to be as groundbreaking as, Halloween. It's not going to be as long lasting as Friday 13th. But it's just like, I watched it a bunch of times and I found I hadn't watched it in a very long time. I watched it so much on VHS. It's one of those movies that I watch it so many times on VHS that there was no need for me to rewatch it. But then I watched it again for this stream to make notes, and I remembered like all the dialogue. I was like, oh yeah, I remember all this. And yeah, like Host is like when hell freezes over, that's cool, and it does freeze over, that's neat.
Yep.
Can I enter the game with a pair of hearts? That was cool. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like the thugs are completely, you can tell that they really can't do anything. It's just that everyone else they pick on are so scrawny. Like Spike, as you said, demolished them by himself, like in 1 second. So clearly if you fight back, they're done.
Yep. They're just none of them are tough. There's just 3 of them, and the one guy's never he doesn't even do anything. or there's 4. I'm sorry, right now. Yeah, this is where she's kind of like, I'm done with you. She walks away and leaves him. And the guy, the redhead with the overalls on,
Yep.
he is the little asshole neighbor that picks on the main kid in Return of the Living Dead Part 2.
Oh my God.
I recognize that little shit's face. I'm like, yeah, he was in Return of the Living Dead Part 2.
Is he the one that gets the claw? Yeah, he gets clawed or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. They go down, chase him into the sewer drain where they find the tar man.
Yeah. Yeah. The tar man looked awesome. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yep. I haven't seen Part 1 in forever.
It's awesome.
It is. I know Linnea Quigley's in that.
Is in it. He's nude for like almost the entire long portions of it at least.
Yeah.
And three's the one with Melinda Clark, who I love, and I love that movie. I think it's really neat.
We did a watch of that one.
Yeah.
I did a review of Part 2 years ago because I saw Part 2 first, and I just have like an emotional attachment to it. But after I saw the first one, because I saw him, I saw the second one first, then the first one, I'm like, oh shit, that's Tommy Jarvis. Tom Matthews is in it.
Tom Matthews,
yeah, him and the old guy that's in that. I can't think of his name, eludes me, but he's freaking that guy's. He was such a great character actor, and that's one thing I really love about the horror genre, particularly the 80s through the 90s, even some of the 70s stuff. You had a lot of the same actors that were just, they show up in all these different like cult classic movies. Like, I don't know if I'd consider if this really is a cult classic. I don't know.
It's like, it's sort of borderline. Like, it was very known to, like, so I had the Fangoria issue on this one. So getting Fangoria really helped because there's no internet.
Yeah.
And unless all of your buddies were into it, but I really only had one friend who was into horror movies, and we were able to kind of help each other out. Now he was older than me by like 5 years or something, or 6 years. So he was able to help me more than I was really able to help him. But occasionally I would discover things that he didn't know about. And then we lost touch in a weird way. I keep trying to get in contact with him, but we didn't have an argument or a falling out. We just kind of lost touch. But his cousin is like my best friend for like 40 plus years. Like I knew him in kindergarten. So I don't know how the cousin is like, like how is he not around? But anyways, so like he would show me like Bad Taste, this movie, and we would go together to the video stores and buy movies, so Prison, he got me Prison and Evil Dead 1. Right. And then I would show him a few here and there, like random stuff and whatever. So it's like, it was known to me and it felt like it was a cult movie, but it doesn't have like right now, pretty much anything that is a cult movie has some sort of figure or statue or a Funko Pop or some kind of merch. So I would put this in like, I don't know if I'd put it like in the Burning category or like Burning is almost there. It's like, it's almost there. It's like, it's a cult movie. So like 50% of the people think it's a cult movie and 50% say, it's almost, it's a weird one. It's kind of like in between. I can't think of another example that's close. You saw it as a kid. Okay. Or like, let's say Class of 1984. That's kind of a cult movie. But then Class of 1999.
I fucking love that.
That's a great movie.
His name? Yeah. John P. Ryan is one of the guy with the curly white hair.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He was in one of my favorite movies of all time.
I know what you're gonna say, Avenging Force.
Yes, you knew it. You knew it right away.
I knew it right away because he's awesome in that movie. My. Oh, what a game. Go ahead, boys. He's like doing it's the triangle, the pentangle.
Pentangle, yep.
Pentangle, yeah.
I asked Kane Hodder about that. I'm like, so you were a henchman for Pentangle in Avenging Force, and that's the same, you were in Friday the 13th as Jason. So I was like, is Jason Voorhees in Pentangle? Can we confirm this? He got a laugh out of that.
Yeah. I think Jason was in Pentangle.
I think so too.
Well, that Avenging Force is in the same universe as Invasion USA, or no? What is it? It's like
That's the Chuck Norris one.
Yeah, it's like
yeah, Invasion USA.
I think it's it's the same character, I think, or something like that. There's another. It's like both guys played the same role or whatever, something like that. Somebody we can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I know him and Pam Grier and Patrick Kilpatrick are the androids, and they're all awesome.
Yep.
But
Patrick Kilpatrick from The Cellar, the only movie he's ever been a good guy in.
He's been in all the Star Trek series, and he's a bad guy in all the Star. No, he was somewhat of a good guy in one of the Star Treks. I think it was Deep Space Nine, but so I've got Class of '84 and '99. I have both those on Blu-ray collector's edition. So there's some collectability, there's some cultish, but Class of 1999 Part 2, I only have on. There's a Class of 1999 Part 2. And I only have that on VHS. So you see that didn't break through, which is weird because those two did, but that one didn't. And no one talks about that one. And I might be the only person on planet Earth that even is aware of this movie, because it's like I ask people who love 99, I'm like, what about 99 too? And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, there's a 99 too. I own it. So I'm sure it's on YouTube or whatever. But
I didn't know there was a part 2 to that, and I love that, dude. Me and my cousin used to reenact that movie with our GI Joes and our Star Wars figures.
Oh, that is
awesome.
Like
the little gangs and shit. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So let me see, Class of 1999. Let me see if I have it in any other way. No, I don't. I only have it on VHS. Yep, I only have it on VHS. It never came out in any other format that I could purchase. So same with Slumber Party. We're going to eventually do that, right? So Slumber Party 1, cult status, but like 2 and 3, like 2 a little bit because of the guitar, the drill guitar. That's kind of neat. But 3, no one cares about that. Sorority House Massacre, those 2 are not really known, even though they're in that same kind of thing. So this movie, yeah, maybe a little bit. It's just below a cult movie, like call it an underground cult movie, maybe.
Yeah. And Susie just died, and Spike, he doesn't even call the cops. He finds her dead body, just riddled with spiders everywhere, and he's just like, fuck it, this is fine.
Yeah.
And Hoax like performed the ritual on the pentagram, and then he squished the spider at the end, which killed her.
Right, which is cool. I do like another great line. Dave earlier in the comments mentioned the quotability. When he comes to when he scratches the guy and he comes and puts his armor. So there's a thing I did for my own amusement. I took the best line of every horror movie and compiled it like on VHS tape. So I would have to fast forward, find the line, put the second VHS tape in, hit record, play, pause, take it out, put the next one. So I had about 20 movies lined up, and I lined them all up exactly where they need to be. And then I recorded it. And that when he puts his arm around the guy, he's like, "Don't ever touch me again. Pass it on." Man, that was awesome. Hey, Mohammed, how's it going? Reading Justice League? Awesome. Mohammed's one of my comic book subscribers. He comes on for the comic. I'm glad to see you here on Tuesday Night Terrorvision. That's great. I haven't seen this movie years of the sequel. I never saw the sequel. Pete saw. So Pete's got the one up on me. Now you've seen part 1 and 2, and I've only seen part 1. So there you go. Because everyone's like, "Oh, you've seen everything. You own it all." No, I don't. It's proof. I don't have everything. I've never even seen 2. My friend Sean, who's the one I told you about, was like, part 2, skip it. I was like, okay, I'll skip it. Yeah, it's like Pumpkinhead 2, Chud 2. Never seen any of those.
I saw Pumpkinhead 2 and 3, and I gained nothing from watching those. Yeah, I think the third one is basically a prequel, and it incorporates the Hatfields and the McCoy feud into it, which was kind of neat, but still it was like a sci-fi channel quality movie, that like asylum type. I mean, it wasn't an asylum movie, but like in that vein, the quality of it. The original one with Lance Henriksen's fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I when I was at Horror Hound, I bought a Pumpkinhead t-shirt. I'm like,
awesome.
I've gotten compliments because people like, you can tell who's a real horror fan because like I have a ton of Friday the 13th shirts. Everybody knows Friday the 13th, but like my Night of the Creeps hoodie, you'll get I'll have people randomly walk up and be like, that's an awesome movie. That's a dope hoodie. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Or they'll hit you with the pumpkin head shirt. It's like, oh, I love that movie. I'm like,
Yeah.
nobody, like, hardcore horror fans like know Pumpkinhead. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like it's a cult classic movie now.
Right.
But I remember that's one I remember watching when it came out and just being enthralled with it. Like, I still have it on VHS.
So do I. Yeah, the VHS of that was a cool cover too. That greenish cover with him like kind of on the side holding the tree or whatever. That was neat.
Yep.
It's not the theatrical poster where the theatrical poster is like a pumpkin and like his fingers are kind of around it or something. I think my friend had the original poster for that.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got like 150 something posters that are the originals. I got a lot of crazy. I have Night of the Demons where Angela's holding up that invitation. That's an awesome one to have. I've got like, I just ordered Blood of Heroes or Salute of the Jugger, but it's called the Blood of Heroes, so I'm waiting for that. That's good. As soon as I get that, that's going up right there. I got the spot waiting for it. But yeah, so I love getting the posters. But this, I don't particularly like this poster. The part 2 one is much better.
Yeah.
The VHS poster was different. It had Hoax in his full. I'm sorry, but I liked watching it all. But I still like part 8. We both. I get what you're saying, Havoc, but
I saw part 8 in the theater when I was 9 years old. I've told that story. I snuck in to watch that with my cousin who was 11, and that's the first one I saw in the theater was part 8.
The first one I saw in the theater was Jason X. I just couldn't get it to any of the other ones. In Canada, the rating systems are way looser, but in that looseness, the parent doesn't have to be with you, but the parent has to at least go and buy the ticket to show that they're, and it just, it's like, my mom's like, there's no chance you're going to see Jason Goes to Hell. I was like, I've seen all the other Friday 13th 100 times. She's like, no. I said, well, then you can take me. She's like, that's not happening. I'm like, all right, fine. So Jason X was the first one. And I love Jason X. And I don't care what any of you losers have to say. Oh, I don't like that as much because I'm a loser. That's fine. You can go and be a loser and not like them. I have no problem with that. It's you can teach their own. But I love it.
Jason X is dumb fun.
It is.
It's dumb fun. It's not really a Friday the 13th movie.
Not really, but it's better than Jason Goes to Hell. It's more loyal than Jason Goes to Hell.
I will take Jason X all day, every day, and twice on Sunday before I ever watch Jason Goes to Hell again. Yeah. We did a live watch for that, and I hadn't watched it in years, and I hate it just as much as when I saw it in the theater.
Next stream I'm gonna put the Jason Goes to Hell poster because I was so amped for that movie. I got the poster. I was like, oh man, I had the soundtrack. I had the soundtrack to that CD. I loved when Jason got out. Yeah, the Uber Jason. Jace. Yeah. It's like Jason X is funny. Yeah, I want a sequel. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and it's got David Cronenberg in the beginning. Oh, it's all Canadian actors. Everybody on there. Jason in space.
Yeah. Jason in space.
When are they going to do Machete 3, man, in space? I was waiting for that.
I've never seen any of the Machete movies.
Oh, I wonder if I don't know if they would fit TerraVision. Like, I mean, there's a lot of gore in them, but you should watch them. If you need them, I can loan them to you. I think they're very cool. And
I like Danny Trejo a lot.
He is awesome. And like Charlie Sheen is the president, and Jeff Fahey's in them.
Jeff Fahey.
Come on. Who else? It's basically, you saw Planet Terror. Oh, yeah, we covered Planet Terror on here. It's Planet Terror, but Machete. So, I mean, it's not zombies or stuff, but like, it's awesome. And I think all three of those, there's 2 Machete movies. I think they're both wicked. So, yeah. But yeah, here's Mark Dark. So I like when the guy goes investigates and it's just like some crummy rundown.
Yeah.
Where it's like.
It looked, I was like, they did okay. So the sets in this, they did a really good job. I'm gonna. It looks like a rundown shithole. It doesn't even look like it would be occupied or operational. But yeah, there's all the different like phone lines in there, and yeah, you see the evil, and yeah, he gets Mark Dark, who's on all these different medications, and he's all sickly, and it's all a clever ruse. It's all a ruse.
It's definitely supernatural because the setup, like the thing is the horoscope. So what it is for people who haven't seen it, to explain actually what it is. What it is 976 Evil is an actual phone number that you call, and it sounds very cheesy and hokey. It's like it's like, welcome to the unknown or whatever, the caverns of the unknown. It's like, and then it says like, here is your horoscope on this dark and stormy night, and then it goes, and you can hear like tape rewinding, and then it says, January 27th, right? Like, because it's like it's just someone just read every date, and then it just goes to that date, and then it says what you should do, and typically it starts off by helping you in some way or predicting. First, it predicts something to let you know that it's serious. It's very Twilight Zone-ish. There's the episode where what's his face, Shatner, keeps putting in these dimes or whatever, these nickels, whatever, to get advice from this little wobbly demon head thing, so it keeps giving him advice. So the first thing is, I think it's like, when it rains it pours, you're not in debt anymore, right? And that's what the fish are starting to rain, and then that gives them the opportunity to go and steal the money and stuff. So it's like, it gives you like tips, but also kind of predicts, and then that makes you think, oh, that was weird, it predicted that. Okay, let me call it again. Wheels of Terror. No, Pete hasn't seen Wheels of Terror. I don't. That's a TV movie, but I love it. I'm not sure if it would be appreciated, but yeah. So that's how it goes. So it's like it starts out like that, and then it starts getting to like there's a part where Spike sees some motorcycle gloves that he's really, he thinks look really cool, and the guy says, well, they're $20, and he doesn't have $20 because he's lost the money in the bet. So then he goes out to call the horoscope, but it says a real man has the nerves to take what he deserves. And it's like, he goes in to contemplate to steal the gloves, but he doesn't. And when he comes back, it calls him. So it stops. Yeah. Now it starts calling you back, and it calls you. It's like, a real man's got the nerves to take what he, it's like getting angry with him that he's not taking the advice. And we saw in the beginning of the movie, this woman got killed because supposedly she had stopped taking the advice of the 976 Evil. So that's where the Evil comes in, and Hoax keeps calling it, goes all the way, and actually makes a deal with Mark Dark, who is the voice on the other end, to get demonic powers, and that's what happens. That's the storyline of this movie. But he's a shy, nerdy, losery kid who's picked on, beat up. He's beat up I actually think he's beat up and picked on in realistically bad ways. Like, sometimes I see these movies where kids are picked on. I'm like, if this happened, like, the police should be involved. Right? Like, I can't remember. I was watching something. I'm like, if this happened in school, like even I love Karate Kid, but even some of that, like, these guys are going to kill, Daniel's going to be killed. Like, this isn't like, oh, they shoved his head in the toilet. Like, I mean, they're trying to kill this kid. It's like, you need to call you don't need karate. You need the police to arrest these people because they're psychotic. Right? But anyways, I love when he fights back here. I'm at the part where he's fighting back in the bathroom, and he's got the claw. It's so cool. He's got the rubber gloves on, but the claws come through the gloves.
Yeah, they did such a good job with his hand and the effect on that.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Even like his foot comes through the shoe.
Yeah.
And they show that. It just, for this movie had like a $2 million budget, and it made $3 million.
Not good.
Not good. But they made the most of the budget they had, I'll tell you that. Some of the effects at the end, you could clearly see when they're crossing the pipe.
Yeah.
It green screen, sound stage.
Yeah.
But overall, it wasn't bad as far as the effects went and stuff like that. The practicals look great. That shit holds up phenomenally.
Yeah, I think it was just ambitious, like to actually have that entire house frozen over, like hell is breaking through. And I like the idea of hell being like ice or whatever. I thought that was kind of cool, because people say when hell freezes over and it is freezing over. That was kind of neat. I'm wondering how far it would have went. Like, if Hoax had won, would he have gone on to another town, or like, because now he's just like a full demon. Like, how powerful is he? It's not really his powers aren't really explored. Like he kind of, he can't really be hurt. Like you can't really beat him up or whatever. They try shooting him and stuff. And I love this principal that just came in out of nowhere, and she's kind of like a good looking woman, and all of a sudden that guy's like, whoa, it's like, it's like, who's this lady? Yeah, that he used Carlos Estevez in the Machete movies as his name. That's super funny. Yeah, Emilio.
Yeah, the principal and the reporter guy, they're just, like I said, that's that main character that comes in the third act out of nowhere, and just is so prevalent through the rest of the fucking movie. It's like, hello, hi, how are you?
And who are you again?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say, I love the mom is sitting there at the table with all the fucking cats eating on the dinner table.
Oh my god, gross. I like cats, but no.
Yeah, and then he comes in and he just grabs the phone and walks out. She's like trying to freaking tell him. She's like, no, I don't think so. He's not listening to a word she's saying.
Yeah, I love this where he says, if you value your life, I suggest you leave me alone. And she's just like, okay. Then he takes care of her.
Yeah. She got a quicker demise than I thought she would, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, she ruined his life, and she's probably ruined her own life, but she's so oblivious that she thinks that she's not ruining her life, right? That's the thing. So this is definitely like Robert Englund is definitely like, doing the whole exorcist, like, except we're not really getting a very good portrayal of any religion, whether that be, because nobody wants to be this weird creature demon thing. Right. So it's not like it's making Satanism look good. And It's not making Christianity look good because this woman's completely psychotic. But the fish, have you seen Magnolia, the movie Magnolia?
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't highly recommend it, but it is kind of neat. Some parts of it with Tom Cruise. That's the one where he's playing that womanizer guy. He's pretty funny. But in that movie, it rains fish at the end, and it's like a big revelation. That's supposed to be a biblical. It's like a biblical miracle or something to rain fish. So it does here. So it's weird because it is saying that there is some sort of divinity out there, but it doesn't really show in this movie really. Like it's just a presence, and then because the demon, like Mark Dark wins. He wins because he doesn't lose. Like he doesn't really care about Hoax. So once Hoax dies, he's just like, well, I'll go, like it basically suggests that, okay, I'll just find another guy to get or whatever, right?
Yep. They're just disposable.
Yeah. And that's the point of like, of evil and Satan. It's like he doesn't really care. Like he can offer you all of these things, but he doesn't really care about you. So it's cool. And I think the acting by Hoax is pretty good because he's definitely creepier and weird when he becomes, the demon. And his makeup looks cool.
Yeah, they did an exceptional job with the effect of his makeup. And like you said, the different stages of the transformation he goes through into the demon look great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he'll get the toe, like the foot, and he's got the claws. I like this guy investigating this thing. This is great. He goes back and everything's abandoned. I love that there's like a random like sex line or something, and the girl's there, and it's just like, some like, homely girl, some chubby girl or something, and she's like, "Ooh, I want this."
She winks at him and shit.
She winks at him, yeah. You always do that. It's like you call one of these lines and it's just you don't know who you're talking to on the other end.
Right. Then he gets electrocuted by the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think at this point in time, I sort of like, this movie's not going to get a perfect score from me. It's going to get a good high score because I love this movie, but like there are a couple of weirdness. Like it is short, maybe too short, because the investigation between the girl, like the principal and the guy, I start to lose like what exactly they're doing. Like, okay, they went back to that hotline, but no one's there. But now what's your next step? Like, do you know that Hoax is being possessed? Like, do you believe there needs to be almost a scene where they say like, yeah, this kid is possessed or something. I don't know, like some extra bit there, but they just had, if you're, I guess you can't, thing with these movies, you can't make them too long because you're going to lose your target audience a little bit too. So it's a fine line. I think this movie kind of covered it. What did I give it for pacing? I think I gave it a good score for pacing because I wasn't bored, but I almost felt like there could have been an extra scene or two. But I do love when he comes and they're playing strip poker. And like, I mean, I love that they're confronting him after he's clawed that guy's face. Like,
yeah, it's all bandaged up and shit. And they're in their underwear because they're playing strip poker with their buddies and one girl, which is it's pretty gay. Let's be honest.
Right. Yeah. There's a Run DMC poster and a Clockwork Orange. What else was there? I saw Critters earlier. There's a Critters poster.
Yep.
I always like that. What was it? Nightmare 1 and what were the two movies? Or was it Evil Dead? I think Evil Dead. Did Evil Dead have a Nightmare on Elm Street poster and it was torn? And then that was to say like, oh, our movie's scarier than this. And then the next Nightmare on Elm Street movie had an Evil Dead poster that was torn to be like, oh, now ours is like, I like these little in battles, like as though someone who's not into horror movies is going to realize that, right?
Yep. It's a game of one-upmanship.
Yeah,
by the prop department.
Right. Yeah, so here she is, the girl stripping.
Okay.
The Maniac poster, that's cool.
Why did Spike go to the church? Like what?
See, that's what I'm saying. I started to lose the investigation part. Like I feel there's definitely got to be missing scenes or something. I only have the DVD of this and it doesn't have anything on it. So it's somebody needs to do a better version of this and maybe do some commentaries or something. Yeah. Like what the hell's happening here? Like I don't even think he gets anything. Like, does he even acquire any information that helps? Like,
no,
I don't remember.
I was like thinking he was going to get holy water.
I thought that too.
He just came out and the priest is standing there and he just drives away on his motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's the Foursquare church. So do they play the Foursquare game there? Like at mass? That's what I'm
I don't get what's going on. Yeah. But it cuts back to Hoax. So you're like, okay, well, I'm interested to see what he's doing.
Yeah. He's just standing there in the doorway. He comes in. Can I get in with a pair of hearts? That was fucking great.
Awesome.
That was great. Awesome. Great line. Yeah. I love how his hair gets more mulletish.
Yeah.
It's like that's his definition of cool is a mullet. And he's still got the comb over in the front, but it's party in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, his hair is awesome there. Oh, is that an Iron Maiden poster? That's Iron Maiden in the back. I saw Eddie.
Well, I'm trying to figure out.
No.
What is that one? It says a chilling tale of alien terror. I couldn't figure out what that poster was.
Where is that?
This blonde guy just gets his ass whipped.
Oh yeah,
the film cleaner fucking spilling, lighting the fire.
Yeah.
And it's funny too because these idiots are running the projector at the movie theater. I'm like, don't you have to have some modicum of intellect to do that? Like these guys are all retarded.
Yeah, and like I don't know how it would have worked in this time. Like now everything's probably just digitized, right? Just goes to the next. But back then you had to watch for the cigarette burn in the corner to change the reel around. That was your like, whatever code or whatever. And they actually leave that on some DVDs. Like if you have an old enough DVD or a VHS tape that they didn't even bother, you could see the cigarette burn. You're like, really? Like you didn't even give us clean that up for us. But anyway, I don't know. I'd have to pause. But yeah, I wish there was it doesn't matter. The story's fine as it is. I get it. Okay, it's like they've got to go to the priest to see if the priest can do anything. No, he can't, right? It's like they've got to go and investigate this. And it's like there's two people investigating, but there's not really much to investigate. We know that Hoax is doing it. And yeah, not calling the police is a bit weird.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's dead, so are you just gonna, unless he just doesn't want to be involved or whatever. Oh yeah, this guy's gonna get burned, I guess.
He cut his hand off.
Oh, he cut his hand off. That was cool. That was pretty good.
That was a good effect.
Oh yeah, he goes for the butterfly knife or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, those are cool. And then, yeah, there you go. Steps on him. I love the shoes that he's got on. It's like the bowling shoes or something.
I think these two idiots went up to the roof. Like that's completely safe.
Yeah.
Jesus. I love the character decisions are fantastic. That girl didn't even have any lines in the entire movie.
Oh.
She just cried and stood there. That was her job.
Right.
Yes, it was. That was him.
Yep. Evil Ed or whatever. Yeah, that's the same actor, yeah.
Yep. Dummy just got his chain got run through, and then he gets thrown on the electric sign.
That was cool. He got stabbed through the
Yep, impaled. It looks like a pitchfork. It's like the E.
And I'm kind of.
Oh no, it is a pitchfork.
Oh, and when he, so I skipped a little bit forward. When he threw the principal down, she slid down those stairs, and she was in a tank top or whatever. That was beats. It's like she got nailed there and just went there like, oh man, it's like that scraped her boobs, and it's like it's like, and it's all ice too. So
the bathroom scene that they didn't really show. All they show is the blood coming up in the toilet a couple stalls down,
right?
And then he's just chilling at home, just on the sofa. And this is where mom gets it.
Listen to me, boy.
Yep, she keeps smacking him. He just slits her throat. And then he kills the bird.
Yes.
Then he kills the bird.
What did the bird ever do to him? Come on.
Right? Like what? Yeah, I looked up. I was like, the parakeet's dead. The parakeet's dead. I'm like, is this bird still alive? I was like, oh no. Oh, I love when the reporter falls off the lattice too.
Yes.
He comes to the window and just fucking takes a back bump. I figured she was gonna get off. How she goes, the principal lady goes in the house is so funny. I'm like, she goes in there and that place looks like fucking The Exorcist, and she just keeps going. I'm like,
yeah, like I'd leave immediately. Like, why would I continue down the hallway?
And then go upstairs.
Yeah. And then she's got her, I love that she's got like the super 80s hair. She has her hair done. Just came back from the salon.
Yep. And then mom's in bed getting eaten by cats.
Yep. They're hungry.
They meow, 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 meow.
What's it say on the thing? Death from below.
Yeah. I was reading the things that were written in there. I was like, this is so cheesy.
Yeah, no mercy.
Yeah, the shit that's written in there. Yep, here's where she goes down the stairs. He's groping her with his big hand.
Yeah. He just took it out. What do you mean he took it out? He
took it out.
Yeah. I know that one, yeah.
That's a Seinfeld reference for those
who
keep the score home.
Yeah. I'm almost done season 5 now or whatever. I've been going through. I watch them on my lunch break.
I love that show.
So I've never seen it before, but I've seen everything of Curb Your Enthusiasm. So I figure I should really watch. You haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's really good. I love it. So.
I've just seen clips. I've never. Oh yeah, dude, she hit her chesticles going down those stairs.
Yeah, man. What the heck? That wasn't very nice.
Well, he's gay. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I guess so.
He doesn't care.
She was all right. Like,
and back then, those implants. I mean, those things will pop.
Like, yeah, oh yeah, there he is. Yeah, now he's feeling. Yeah, so I'm trying to catch up a bit. Yeah, he's taking off her. And then, like, why is she wearing that underneath her? Like, that was what was underneath the jacket. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, that's.
Yeah, it didn't. Her outfit didn't really make much sense for the activity that she was going out to do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, wear running shoes or something.
It wasn't very functional. She was dressed for an evening about the town.
Yeah. And like, that's the principle. It's like, all right, yeah, he nails her. Ooh.
He's just standing. He's just fucking standing there. The reporter guy gets the girl, and he didn't really even do anything.
Yeah. Oh, I do like when he shoots his like half his cheek off or whatever.
Yep. Mom told us never to play with guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, his face looks fucking great there. The makeup effect on it looks fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome. All this stuff is pretty neat. It's ambitious for the budget they had. And yeah, there's a few of these like where that's a painting or that's fake or that's blue screened or whatever. And this is like, those are really the only parts, a couple of those parts are. Otherwise, it all looks pretty good. And this is Robert Englund. Did he direct anything after? Like, he must have directed stuff after this, right? Robert Englund, let's see, directing.
Yeah, here's the scene where they're walking across the tube. That's so clearly a green screen.
Oh, yeah, it's fake, yeah. Music videos, web, accolades. Where's his director credits? What the heck? Oh, director, 976 Evil. Director, Killer Pad. Oh dear, that looks cheesy. So let me see. His first movie directed was 976 Evil. Then he directed in 2008, he directed Killer Pad. Those are the only two movies he's ever directed. Let me see, Killer Pad.
After Killer Condom, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, yes. Well, I want to do that. So that's on you.
Yeah, it is.
I am absolved of all my. I just listen. I just sell the stuff. I don't. I advise you to not. I always advise my clients. Listen, use at your own risk. View this at your own risk.
You're making a big mistake.
Yeah. I remember seeing that in the theater and thinking, well, it's kind of an interesting movie. But I saw a lot of weird ones. Like there's a, what the hell is that movie called? There's one where they're, what's the full thing called? Burka. That's the full gear, right? The full.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a slasher movie with the killer in that. And I saw that in the theater. I was like, oh, this is pretty crazy. I forgot what it was called. I got to find that out. I was like, this is really neat. And so I saw a lot of weird things, like some movies, which I can't even tell you on stream what I saw. I would even be slightly embarrassed to tell you like in private off stream, because it's just like what happens in these movies is so weird. I did tell you about one, but like, I mean, I would just go see anything that's like whatever crazy, weird horror or even just obscure thing just to go see it. And if it was a Trauma, it's like, hell yeah. Like, so Trauma didn't make that Killer Condom, but I think they produced or they distributed it or something. So I was like, ooh, but yeah, when you asked for it, I thought that's going to be weird, but oh, whatever. But I haven't seen it since the theater. Like I never went back to watch it again. So that was a weird one. Yeah. But we mentioned something. This is almost done now. We mentioned a movie earlier today. I thought, ooh, that might be something fun to check out. Is it not Pumpkinhead? What the hell was it? Quick, name every movie we talked about now. Oh God, I can't remember what it was, and I thought, oh, that might be something interesting to watch. And I can't remember what it was now. But
we were talking about Machete, but
something that would fit. That was more horror. It was a slasher movie. Oh no, we didn't mention it. Have you seen Out of the Dark? Let me see if I can. Out of the Dark. I think I have it. Do I have it on my shelf here?
Out of the Dark. I don't know.
Yeah. Look it up. It's the killer is a clown guy, Bobo the Clown. The reason I remembered it was that it was the phone thing. Out of the Dark. It's a slasher
from 1988.
Yeah. Don't read about it because it'll spoil it. It actually is a slasher where you don't know who the killer is.
Okay, I was just looking at the cast. I've never seen that one.
Yeah, so it's called and Bobo the Clown is. I'll see if I can. I only have it on VHS. Let me see if I do I have it on DVD. Hold on. Oh shit, where's my list? Here we go. Out of the Dark. I might only have it on VHS. Yeah, I only have it on VHS. Crap. I'll have to see if I can find it. And if I can find it to share it with both of us, because I don't even have I have a VHS player, but I don't want to hook it up or whatever. And there won't be any way for you to see it. Maybe it's on YouTube. I wonder if it's on YouTube. It might just be on YouTube. That might be one to do. Now, I haven't seen that, but there's a lot of funny lines in it. And it's pretty neat. Out of the Dark. What year was it? 88 or no?
88.
88? Yeah, okay. Out of the Dark. Oh my God, you could buy it on YouTube, which I'm not going to do. Okay, well, if you can buy it on YouTube, that means I can find it. I'm sure I can find it. We could try that. I know Slumber Party Massacre was on the docket. With your buddy coming on.
Yep, I'm just waiting for him to get hit when his schedule switches and he can come on. And yeah, he was excited about that one. I think okay, so the movie ends when Spike throws Hoax into the chasm that's opened outside of the house, and it seals back up after that, and we think everything is over, but we see Mark Dark. You know, he's
right.
He's still running the operation, so it continues, and that's when it carries into 976 Evil 2 at the Astral Factor.
Right.
Which
I haven't seen.
Yeah, you gotta check it out. You gotta find it. You gotta find that one.
I'll find it.
Yeah. What are you gonna score this one?
8.5 out of 10. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's awesome. I would give it higher, but it's not there with like, you know, it's just not like, you know, like with what's it called, like Burning, or it's just, you know, I think it's like 8.5 is really high for me, like to get like that's really high. So that's like high praise for this movie. Just a couple of things here and there, you know, I like, mostly for me, I like the characters, and I like Hoax, and I like Spike, you know, I like those two guys, and I like Mark Dark. I like the idea of the phoning the hotline or whatever. So those are the positives. The negatives are there's not a lot of killing. It's not. I would have liked the bullies to have more satisfying deaths, considering how mean they were. Same with his mom. So just little things like that, where if I was making the movie, that's what I would have done. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm at an 8 out of 10 on this one.
Mm-hmm.
It had good pacing at a 92-minute runtime.
That's good.
Cast was solid. Good cinematography. The effects were good. The practicals looked great. The death scenes were fun. Like you said, good catchy one-liners. You know, this was a fun, you know, end of the decade supernatural horror movie. I enjoyed it. It was a good recommendation, and I recommend this one if you're wanting some kind of like offbeat, you know, supernatural horror that you can just watch and have fun with. This is a good one. I enjoyed it. And Robert, like I said, my main bone of contention was Robert Englund directed it and he didn't make a cameo. I thought,
yeah, he should have been Mark Dark. I think maybe he was thinking like, I want to put this forward and not just have it based on me. But the only reason people went to go see this movie is because he directed it. So let's be honest. That's the reason to go see it. Now, when you know, I mean, he's not in it, but you got a good character and stuff, but it's just Hoax doesn't do enough crazy stuff. Like this was too low key almost. Like he should have amped it up a bit more, right? Like, you know, Hoax looked cool. He had a interesting look. He could easily be a figure because of his sweater and he looks like an iconic character. If they kept Hoax and they kept doing something with him in part 2 and part 3, you know, and it could have been something, but as it stands, it's just like a fun movie to watch. It's not going to change your life. It's okay. You know, it's 90 minutes, you know, what else do you have to, what else do you have to do for 90 minutes, right? I guess.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, it worked. So thank you everybody for joining us. We'll let you know on the community tab. Pay attention to that, what we are going to review next week. Jay, thanks for being here, brother.
Thank you for having me.
As always, my friend, as always, good to have you. And thank you to everybody in the chat. We'll be back Thursday. I'm sorry, tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday, member stream in the afternoon. I'll try to get a video out this week for you guys. And if we don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one. And remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away. Deuces.